Hello everyone, I'm Jen Houston, owner of the Artsy Fartsy Gallery. I'm a full-time independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Canmore, Alberta, Canada. Happy Friday everyone! We're going to get right into doing our last card from the Nature's Harvest bundle card class. Too many mouthfuls, and it's Friday, right? So first things first is we are going to have a look at this beautiful bundle. Let me take my name off. You now know what it is. The stamp sets that we're going to be using for this card is this beautiful echinacea or cornflower stamp. So I have it mounted up on an E block. And then we're going to use this sentiment, sending healing thoughts. May nature's beauty bring peace to your soul. So that I'm using on a H block. They fit just really well. So if you can mount those up, and then we'll get started on our card. I see I'm lagging a little, so let me switch a little something over here, and hopefully that helps us out. All right, this is going to be our card. And it's kind of a neat little fold. It's just something a little bit different. Just partial coverage there, but it's so neat how the stamp just fits perfectly under there. So no peeking on either side, which I really like. And so we're just using some more of that designer series paper that coordinates so well with this beautiful bundle. So, all right, let's get rolling. We'll open up our card package. Just like Christmas. Hi, Linda. Good afternoon. And let's check out all our pieces here. So I can see first off that I've got a lot of white pieces, so we better get those straightened up right off the hop. The largest one is going to be for the card insert, so I'm actually going to put that right with my envelope to get that right out of the way. Then I have one with some stitching on it. I'm not sure if you can see the stitching. So it's the stitched rectangle framelets. Thank you. Yes, beautiful fall colors. Yes. So that one I'm going to put aside as well because it's going to be used a little bit later. This one, as you can see, when I do a little notch out of the corner, that means it's kind of like a scrap piece of paper. So it's not going to be going on our card as is. It's going to have something stamped on it and cut out or something like that. So we will be using this right away. The rest of the pieces we can kind of put on our envelope just to kind of get them out of the way for the moment. Don't lose your little your bling. I know it has a tendency to roam off the table, but all right, let's get hopping in here first. Let's start off with this beautiful echinacea stamp. I'm going to also use Misty Moonlight for the ink color. Are we ready? Oh God, hang on. Sorry, bud wanted down. Up, down, I don't know. He's a man. All right, let's get this echinacea flower on here. I'm just going to do it a little bit crooked to make sure it's all on there like so. I love the Misty Moonlight color. Definitely one of my favorites. Whoops, there we go. And I love this color when we use this stamp with no coloring. I don't know, it looks beautiful on its own without any extra coloring and whatnot. Now, we are going to use the coordinating die to pop this out here. I'm just going to get some little post-it notes. These work so good for holding the die in place because I tend to have a, it tends to roam around on me, I don't know. All right, let's put one right there and one along the bottom somewhere. But, oh brother, no, you go see Kevin. Let go see Kevin. So since the husband's off today, he wants to go to Calgary. So that's why I'm on a little bit earlier than I was supposed to. Hi, Kathy. We're just working away on our card here. I love that Stampin' Up! Makes these dies to go along with some of the stamps. It sure prevents a lot of chopping with scissors, a lot of fussy cutting. I don't mind fussy cutting, but sometimes it's if you're preparing for classes or whatnot, or you have like a big batch of cards for Christmas, say, fussy cutting is not kind of an ideal situation. All right, let's pop this out. Bud Houston, you're gonna cry until I pick you up, aren't you? There you go. You have to go down to hide his bone. Hi, Jill. Good afternoon. All right, so we've done that. Our next stamping piece is going to be actually that biggest piece. Are you for real? Bud Houston. Okay, go away. Is the largest white piece. And then we're going to actually get this wee little piece of designer series paper. Let me show you how I did it on this one. So we're just going to layer it on the bottom of our card insert. Might as well get that done right now while we have our ink and everything ready. Now, where did I put my stamp and seal? We'll use that as our adhesive for this little bit. Oopsie, how's everybody's Friday going? Hello, Linda. Another Linda. Yeah, catching me live again. There we go. And of course, if it's just a little too long, if you flip it over, then you can see exactly, here, let's go this way, exactly where you need to chop it off. Boop, done. All right, so now let's use that Misty Moonlight ink with that beautiful Sending Healing Thoughts sentiment. And I'm just gonna stamp along the bottom. I don't know, it's my thing. I like to put the sentiments either on the bottom, usually the bottom. Oh dear. Well, let's see. Mistakes occur, right? It's a little off. So let's just get a piece of scrap, basic white. Will this fit? Ooh, it'll be iffy. Let's try this again. I forget what I was saying. Obviously not that important. But I'm just getting a little scrap of paper here. Perfect. All right, and then I'm just going to do a little cut on one end and a cut on this end. Being retired, I forgot what day of the week it is sometimes. Yeah, the sentiment at the bottom, yes, because a lot of people put it in the middle, but I just don't know how to write around it. Do you continue writing with what you were saying on the other side of the sentiment? Do you kind of write all that you say there and then go up here and then go down? I just don't know. So to make it simpler, I just put it at the bottom or at the top so that it's not interfering with my writing, that's all. There, nobody will know. Nobody will know that I made a oops. And it's, you know, bound and determined to happen that you will make a oops in your lifetime. So there have to be ways to kind of figure that out, right? Little hidden ways that we figure things out. All right, next step is going to be, let's get this beautiful tag. I love this set, the tag set. Hi, Sue. And we're gonna get out our little our sprig here and our blue sprig and our flowers here. And I think that's all we need for kind of at this moment. So I'm going to get out the liquid glue. All I'm gonna do is just, oh, let me think here. Some of these big bits are gonna be sticking off the edge, so no sense gluing those guys up. So I'm going to be gluing them on this side mostly, and really just use just a little dab of glue, because other things are going to, this main stamped image is going to be going over top, and so that's going to help hold it, so you don't need too much glue. All right, Bud, I am not picking you up again. No. Mama's gonna get grumpy. All right, and for this little sprig, since it's so tiny, I decided to use the adhesive sheets and make it into a sticker. So we're just gonna get to peel off the backing. Come on. Sometimes if you give it a, there we go. Give it a little pick. Pull it up, there we go. Easy peasy. Now it's a sticker. And it's gonna come out. Makes it sticky, all right. Gonna go out a little bit this way. So some of it will hang off and that's okay. All right, let's just press the rest down here. Now these little bits that are hanging off, what I did on my original card was cut it off. Hi, Mary Ellen. Good to see you. I just chopped them off. I don't know, I didn't want them hanging out the end. But really, if you have it hanging out the end, it looks good that way too. All right, our next step is going to be to pop this up and put that on the tag. So I've got my dimensionals here. I think we're going to need to use a few little mini ones. Does anyone have these flowers in their garden? They're kind of a late bloomer, aren't they? I know they were in Manitoba, but man, some of the colors you could get from them were just stunning. That was one of the plants, if I could have moved, I would have. It kind of fits in with nature, doesn't it? It would be a little oddball around here, but it is pretty. All right, let's just put this one on kind of, did I do it straight? Yeah, kind of. Let's go right there. Okay, and once again, I'm just going to leave that one. Well, no, I cut all the rest off. I can change my mind, right? All right, and the last, well, we'll put the string on the last. All right, I think we can start kind of assembling this little card now. So this card base is a little bit different. As you can see, one side is a little bit longer than the other. We're going to glue this onto the inside. So using my Stampin' Seal, just place this in the center, like so. And then the next step will be to put this piece of Designer Series paper onto the top here. Now, of course, the fun with Designer Series paper is you can decide whichever side you would prefer. So if you like the brown better, go for the brown. I think I'm going to stick with the yellow, nice bright yellow. Oh, I wrecked this tape. I don't have luck with that Stampin' Seal. Maybe I'm a little too forceful. Me? All right, there we go. Putting that on the little flap there. Now for this portion, we have a stitched rectangle die. And I'm actually, in order to glue this, of course, we can only put glue kind of along the top where it's joining onto this flap. If we put it anywhere farther down, it's going to stick to our card, and we don't want that. So what I do is I flip it over, line it up with the very bottom, and now I can kind of see where I can put glue. So don't go past, say, this line. So I'm going to, give it quite a bit of space. I'm not going to go right up to that line in case some glue squeaks out. This glue is really tough, so you don't need a whole lot. And there we go. So I'm just going to give that a little rub. Looks even on both sides. It's lined up with the bottom. Lined up with the bottom there. All right. Isn't that fun? I got that idea from Ashley Pfeiffer. We did a card swap, and this was one of her designs, or one of her layouts, I should say. She did it with a totally different color scheme, totally different stamp set, but I thought it was such a neat and easy card to do, just something a little different, right? All right, so now we've got that stitched rectangle of the basic white. And we're going to place that over top of the orange, the Calypso Coral. Just give it a little rub. And now we are going to place this tag onto there. But I want to pop it up. I think it looks good. You like it, Sue? Awesome. Yeah, give it some hearts if you like this card so far, or you like the layout. But I think it would be such a great card for any kind of stamp set, or you could do it longer, shorter. You could even do it this direction. It's a great idea. All right, let's place that on there. We've got the dimensionals on, so it'll just pop up just a tad. And if you join my card classes, I tie your bows for you. Because I know that's super stressful for some people. And so for me, it's easy. I can whip out a whole bunch, and no stress for my customers. Hi, Evelyn. So I'm just going to do a couple. And then where that little hole is, I'm just going to place the glue dot in there. And there we have. And of course, you can trim those little tails if you want different directions. You can kind of pull it with your fingernail and make it curved, whatever you think. Now our last bit is to put on some bling. Those are those brushed metallic adhesive backed dots. I'm sticking to it. Yeah, the layout in the card, or the layout is really great. Oh, great. Where did I drop it? Here it is. Whew. I caught it. Bud Houston, we don't want to listen to you crying. You're so hard done by, aren't you? Oh. All right. There is the card. So there's the front, of course, and the insert, which everything looks so pretty. Got one more thing to do. So on the envelope, I want to do a matching, oh, I got bud hairs all over here, a matching blue flower image just to tie it all together. And of course, if you had more, I like to do a little bit angled. But if you had more, which I don't, of this designer series paper, wouldn't it look pretty along the envelope flap? I think that would look so nice. I see the yellow button, which means it's kind of lagging, I think. Anyways, there we go. There's today's card, our last of the Nature's Harvest card class. And hopefully all the people that received the kits enjoyed doing this card class along with me. And I'm so happy that other people were able to join us for all these card kits throughout this week. I had lots of fun. Hopefully you did. And hopefully you learned some new techniques or have been reminded of some. Or, you know, if you were on the fence, kind of like, oh, should I get this bundle? The answer is yes. It is stunning, whether you color it, you don't color it. There's so many different ideas, and this paper that goes along with it is stunning as well. And actually, one of my customers, she was looking in the catalog at the Belle stamp set, and she's like, what is that paper? And they had used this designer series paper, the blue paper, along with the Christmas bell. Isn't that great? So it's so multi-purpose and can be used in so many different ways. So if you don't have this stamp set or this paper or some of these products that you think, oh, I'd like to make cards like that, and you are dealing with another demonstrator and you live in Canada, I would love to be your demonstrator. So you can feel free to contact me anytime. If you have any questions. Otherwise, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. And yes, I am off to Calgary with the husband. More shopping. My legs are already dying. I don't know what I'm going to do. Anyways, I guess I'll suffer on the weekend. Recover on the weekend. Isn't that how it works? All right. Have a great day, everyone. Thanks for being my sunshine. Bye.